Honorable viewers, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Department of English. Today I would like to share with you Biographies by Matthew Arnold. Today I would like to share with you summary and analysis and stanza by stanza analysis. So let's see at first contents. At first I will discuss about Biographies by Matthew Arnold about the poem, then line by line explanation of Biographies. Okay, so let's see about the poem. English veteran poet Matthew Arnold's most famous poem, Beast, is a dramatic monologue where the poet expresses his frustration and hopelessness of the modern societic world. He also expresses his view that this kind of situation where there is neither joy nor love nor light nor certitude nor peace nor help for pain has been created by the decline of faith, religious faith to be precious. The poem begins with a straightforward description of nature and the speaker calling his beloved to see the beautiful sea and to hear the sound of the waves. The setting is inside a room, maybe a hotel on the coast of the English Channel near the English town Dover. The speaker and his beloved are looking outside their window on the French coast across the sea. So, so in the beginning it would seem to be a love poem or even a sonnet, as the first stanza consists of 14 lines like a sonnet, with a change of tone at the ninth line as it should be the case for a sonnet, but the rhythm or rhyme scheme does not complete. It is only in the 14th line of the poem that the readers are introduced to some serious thoughts with the eternal note of sadness. The unpleasant roar of the waves brings a scene of melancholy to the speaker's mind. In the second stanza, the speaker is reminded of the ancient Greek playwright Sophocles, who also heard the sounds of the Aegean Sea and then wrote tragedies one human misery. In the next stanza, the speaker laments the lack of faith in modern society. Here, he compares faith with the recording tides. In the last stanza of Dover Beast, the speaker urges his ladylove to be true to one another. As the new world that seems to be so beautiful apparently does not evoke much hope for him. To talk about the stylistic aspects of the poem, the lines are mostly rhythmic. The poem consists of 37 lines and is divided into four unequal stanzas. The use of enjambment, that means continuation of a clause or sentence to the next line of a poem, gives the poem of a faster piece. Example, the tide is full, the moon lies fair. Upon upon the states on the French coast, a light gleams and is gone. It is also rich in the use of a visual and auditory images while describing the sea and the waves. Example, on the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. Visual imagery. The sea meets the moon balanced land. Visual imagery. You hear the grating roar of people's auditory imagery. Tremulous, cadence, slow auditory imagery. The metaphor has been used in the line the sea of faith or was once to at the full and round earth's shore, and there is a simile in the line lie like the folds of a bright girdle folded. Now I would like to share with the line by line explanation of the verb is. First stanza. Uh, the sea is calm tonight, the tide is full, the moon lies fair upon the straits. It is night, the calm and quiet sea is filled with water at the time of high tide. The moon is shining brightly fair upon the narrow English Channel states. On the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand, glimmering and vast, out in the tranquil bay. Our speaker is staring at the French coast some 20 miles away on the other side of the channel. He sees the light on the French coast gleaming, and now, as the light has gone off, he concentrates on the English shore instead. The famous cliffs, stiff rocks on the seashore of Dover stand tall with their large, wavering reflections in the quiet sea. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray where the sea meets the moon balanced land. The speaker asks his mistress to come to the window to enjoy the sweet night air coming from where the sea meets the moonlit land of France. Listen, you hear the grating roar of pebbles with the waves draw back and filling at their return off the high strand. He now asks her to listen to the continuous and irritating, that's mean grating sound of the pebbles drawing by the waves. The waves are drawing the stones back to the sea and then again throwing, that's flinging them back onto the high shore on their return journey. Begin and kisses and then again begin with tremulous cadence slow and bring the eternal note of sadness in. The sound of the waves begins and stops and again begins. The trembling rhythm continues slowly, but now it brings the eternal note of sadness. The monotonous rhythm of the waves makes the speaker depressed. The tone of the poem now changes from cheerful to melancholy. Second stanza. Sophocles long ago heard it won the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery we find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The speaker is now reminded that Sophocles also heard the same sound sitting on the shore of the Aegean Sea that brought to his Sophocles' mind the picture of human sufferings like a muddy water turbid going in and out, ebb and flow. Our speaker has also found a feeling of sadness hearing similar sound beside the northern sea. The Strait of Dover is between the English Channel and the Northern Sea, North Sea, far away from Sophocles' Aegean Sea. Third stanza. The sea of faith was once too at the full and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. Human faith, the religious faith, and faith in fellow people once covered the earth like seawater. It was at its fullest as the tide is now. Faith covered the earth like the folds of a bright girdle folding pure-lead well. The comparison suggests that it was not loose but tightly attached to this world. It was the time when faith made everything easy and solved many problems that made people united and brought meaning to life. But now I only hear its melancholy, long withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind, down the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world. The speaker regrets that those days are now past. Faith is fading away from society just like the wave is from the shore. Now he only hears the sorrowful roar of the retreating steps of faith with the receding tides. It only leaves behind a still night, wind whistling breath over the desolate beach with dull drear, edges of the cliffs and round-necked pebbles singless. The poet here creates a fearful picture of the underlying nakedness of the colorful modern world. Fourth stanza. Ah, love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy nor love nor light, nor certitude nor peace nor help or pain. The desolate speaker now again turns to his beloved and urges her to be faithful to each other. The dreamy modern world, which seems so beautiful with its varieties, is not a source of joy, love, light, certainly peace or hell for pain for the speaker. This chaotic artificial world doesn't induce much hope for him. And we are here as on a duckling plain swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignored armies clash by night. Now speaker compares this all to a dark place where we are completely unaware of what we are doing. We are in a confused struggle as if ignored soldiers are fighting with each other in the darkness. This is Matthew Arnold's assessment of the morally corrupted modern world full of vanity. So that's all about our bees for the timing. Thanks for your patience hearing. Bye bye.